Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. What's cooking, guys? What's new? Right, so we are gonna go through the watch lists quickly right about now. That's our watch list. Too much zoom. Right there, guys. SPRT, AMC, TKAT, SGOC, Ride, PLTR, YY, DraftKing, Hood, and on the gappers, Neuro and Sava. So let's have a look at the gappers. Okay, so we are gapping up from 980s to 14s. Okay, looks quite strong. Sale of 14 million of company's common stocks. Okay, so there's something behind it. So probably they are raising some cash. Okay, that could be sometimes. It's not as much of a catalyst as I would like it to for a long play, but we'll see. So at the moment it looks strong, guys. We are not gonna get too bummed about the news. Obviously we are just gonna trade what we see right about now. So let me just clear drawing sets here. We're gonna keep an eye on this, guys. Neuro seems to be strong, but what I think with this one is as well as the market opens, it might have a little wash down, flush down for profit taking and whatnot. So on this one, guys, 14 might be right about now. 14 is the level to watch, but it could change. That level is a pre-market important level there. And then we have 1421 is the pre-market high, I believe. So that's, we are going to keep an eye on those levels. Right. Once it starts to fade off of, if it can't break those levels, guys, and it starts to fade off, it could be a chance for opportunity for shorts as well on this. So I'm not fussed about it. If it does provide both sides, I will take both. If the setup is there. Sava, huge. Is extremely weak. Today is gapping down big time. Honestly, on this kind of sort of plays, I really it's just over. It's too weak. I mean, there might be some really bad news behind it, but I expect a little bit of a bounce. Now, if this bounce to 60s, then we can look to short it, but we want to see how it reacts there. We are looking towards 60s and maybe even 58s. We'll see, guys. We'll keep an eye on this. It's a really weak stock. So let's have a look. SPRT is also gapping. Why do I have SPRT there? Should be here, guys. SPRT already went up all the way to 56. That pre-market huge massive short squeeze, and it's already, as you can see on the daily, guys, short squeeze definitely is in play there. And what you're seeing at the moment is the panic, and yesterday it closed above around 19s, close to 20s actually, but it just kept on going. So more panic sets in. This is what you see from that panic basically. So even post market it started to really sort of creep up, never looked back actually. So SPRT is going to be an interesting one, but it's going to be also one of those deadly ones, guys. If you don't know how to deal with these kind of massive moves, volatile stocks, try to not touch it. trying to go with a little bit more stable stocks. But on the side, I will definitely keep an eye on this. If there is an opportunity, we will jump on it. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, I am gonna get myself ready just before the market open. I am gonna be trading after 5 minutes of the market open. I will try to wait 10 minutes guys today. I'm gonna wait around 10 minutes because it's Friday. We have to be extremely careful. Friday can be a little bit choppy. When it comes to SPY, the market tends to drift down a little bit on especially afternoons. So keep an eye on that. Really looks like there might be some weakness coming into SPY. It's already bounced up, gapped up a little bit, but this might continue. So today my overall bias on the market might be short side guys, towards the short. But we can't have too much of a strong bias on that. We will actually look what the price action does and then we'll decide later on. But at the moment, thinking of seeing this chart, daily chart, is right at the top of the, it's very obvious as well guys. If you look at the channel, if you create a channel from here to there, that hit the top range of the channel, and now it's you know, it's another round towards the downside for a recovery, for a correction, and then maybe go up. So we'll see anyways guys. That's what I see on the SPY, and the rest SGOC, it looks, the daily looks really good for a nice squeeze. This has been previous runner, so if it starts to bring in some volume guys, this could be interesting. SGOC, right, we traded yesterday. Today there might be another opportunity to short it guys. Yesterday I believe we traded it long, yeah. So if it does provide us with good opportunity, there might be short opportunity there. PLTR daily looks good, a little bit of a congestion, but I would really like it to break 2540, 2550s, which it might. So keep an eye on that, but with some volume though. So interesting area for a nice little flag break or range break, whatever you want to call it. YY yesterday gapped up quite a big, but it gave up most of it, and is bouncing off today with a gap down. So I am thinking this is going to continue down guys. So mostly short bias on YY. DraftKings, beautiful trade yesterday. We might have a little bit of continuation on this, but don't expect too much guys. So I will play this either way. And then Hood, I really thought it was going to break that 50 and stay above it, but it didn't. So I am going to look to short it, mostly short biased guys. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, definitely. So it's, yeah, it could get a little bit volatile, or it could get really quiet before it. So today's going to be one of those days guys. It's going to test your patience. Knowing a situation or the environment you are in is also half the battle guys. Just don't go in today like a normal day trying to be a bit choosy. Wait for the extreme right setups, A+ setups, and control your risk. That's the only thing we have in control of, by the way guys. Controlling risk is the only thing you are in control of in this market. Alright guys, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, probably after the market open. Just gonna quickly get some coffee, top it up. I feel like I need one. Anyways, see you guys. Alright guys, we're about to open, or are we open? Oh, we are open. Alright, I'm a bit late. That's fine. Let's get started. Just be patient guys, after the open. It can get a little bit choppy, so if you're going to trade SPRT, something like that, be extremely careful. Look at that wash. And it's halted. That's got to be a halt. Yep, that's halt. So as you can see, it's extremely hard to manage risk on it. If you don't know what you're doing, try to not touch it. What's going on the other watch list? Okay. Right, Neuro has given up, so Neuro. It didn't even go to the 14s, guys, so this is clear sign of weakness. If it does give us an opportunity, it could be an early trade, but I see something on Neuro, guys. It's just so early for me right about now, and we might be late on it. Actually, we might have missed it. That's not a bad thing on it, because it's a bit too early for me, guys. Alright, Neuro. What else do we have? Okay, Sava is bouncing back. Massive move down. We were waiting on that 60 level, by the way, guys. It's just bounced up, and this might be interesting, guys. Just remember, Sava is a really badly beaten down stock, and right about now there could be a reversal here for a continuation to the downside, but huge stop though. That's the problem. I can't take it at the moment. There is a reversal here, but if I did take it, it's going to be over 60s the stop, or at least 59s. So just a bit too much for me, guys. Ride, yes, definitely ride. A nice wash. 6.3 is an area to watch. Ride. I am looking for a short on a ride. 6.3 to 6.3 area. It barely went on, and it could be a bit of a bounce and then continuation. Yeah, let's have a look. 6.3 ride. Right. Not the cleanest setup, but there is something there around 6.3s, guys. Our stop will be 6.4, so 10 cents. You can even keep it to about 5 cents, so quite controlled risk on this. But don't expect too much from ride. Yesterday's done a huge move down after the gap, so we'll see. Neuro's coming back up. Right. I'm gonna start small, guys. 624s, and then I might add later on as well, guys. 624s. And that's looking really good. Around 624, you still have that 624 area. It's bouncing back though with strength, which is not so good, and I might actually on the rejection of VWAP add more as well. But I want to see if that VWAP area 635s hold. If not, then I'll come out of it early, guys. Okay, it's breaking that quite strongly, guys, so it might be a reversal here. We might have just gotten in on the reversal. And let me just see if I can. 6.37, 6.37. We've got 640s to play with, obviously. I want to wait for 640s, how it reacts there. If it does break the 640s, then I'll get out of it. It could easily be a chop. So I just couldn't add on the break on the reversal from 635s, but I think this is a longer play. We'll have to wait on it, guys. Adding early could be a bit. In my opinion, is still early to add. It might actually go back up to test it again, and we'll see if it gives us anything else. So basically, I am short 624. It's just a bit of a chase, to be honest. But I have that chase size. So our stop somewhere over 640s. Now, today being Friday, guys, I am extremely careful. That's why my sizes will be reduced slightly. And when I take trades, initially I will take smaller sizes. I really don't do that well on Fridays, but I'm still obviously generally up, but not as much as like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. So right about now, guys, since it's dropped or rejected from 635s, if it does come back up, there's no point in us holding on to 640s. I'm gonna get out if it does break the highs here, guys. AMC, by the way, is climbing up and trying to recover. AMC is always going to produce something, but initially it can be really choppy, guys, so be extremely careful with AMC, especially on Fridays. What I'm looking at is this, as you can see, quite a bit of momentum coming in, some volume. Daily looks good for a bounce as well, so interesting. Let's keep right on. This doesn't look that great unless it starts trading under that VWAP. It's quite choppy, not much of a range. So if it does work out, I wouldn't expect too much from it, guys. This sign is good for us. If it starts to close like that, there might be an add point as well here, guys. It has to close below a VWAP. Once it does that, I might actually add to it, with the stop still being at 637s, 38s. Alright, SPY is washing. On the SPY, we discussed this, guys. I expect a second day continuation of red today. So SPY seems like it's not much of a move, but it's already starting, I think. Alright, right, guys, I need to come out. I'm looking to get out of right, guys. Yes, I'm out. 638s, guys. I'm out of ride 638s. Right about now here, yeah. It's around 15 cents, I believe. Okay, Sava. Sava came up to that 60, guys, and it's rejecting from there. I think this is still too early. It's just front side of the move to short it. So and also we've got huge, about 50 cents on Sava, the spread. So that can be dangerous. Missed that the AMC reversal. I was actually looking at this area here. Yeah, 4080s. Wow. Right, guys, so SGOC is somehow, yeah, I did mention this guy's daily looks beautiful for a squeeze. Didn't really see this at all. I was looking for shorts. This is the problem with being a bit biased. I like to short. I'm a short seller, but these kind of plays really give out some really decent R's. Clearly, you know, a break of 9 was the trade there. Yep. SPRT opened up. Neuro. Yeah. And YY is moving, guys. YY from yesterday's gapper. Really nice, nice little triangle break over 59. Interesting. SPRT just opened up a while back and is bouncing back up, and this might be interesting. PLTR. Yeah, SGOC definitely had an entry there. I would say 870s, 875s first of all, and then a break of 9 was the add. Clearly 875s, just over 870s, and then a 9 break. Definitely, there was a trade there. Okay, guys, a SPY. I feel like if it does break that 44730s, guys, I'm gonna take a stab at 44730s with a 44750s, 20 cents only, guys, on SPY, shorting 44730s with the 20 cents stop. But it must come down below that. And if it doesn't, and if it does start to break that 44750s, then we have no trade. Right about now. Right about now, we don't have any trade unless this closes back inside now. Nice one, Jay. Well done. 874. Yeah, that's what I was saying. 870s, 75s, something like that was the first entry on it. Well done. Awesome stuff. It's actually quite strong now. It's doing its short squeeze. There's a lot of stocks that are following short squeeze sort of catalyst, guys. So if you have a long position and it's short squeezing, always have that 25% leave it with your break even. That's what I would recommend, because these things are moving. So as you can see, SPY, you know, that's why we wait, and it's strong. I still think on SPY, guys, down the line, maybe in the afternoon, we will see some sort of a correction to the downside. But definitely not biased. Definitely not biased. AMC. AMC 4060s. Guys, watch AMC for around the actually 4050s to 60s, even here. Once you start to see weakness, that's your entry. It's already decided it couldn't break out that high of day. Washed up really strongly. We're talking 4140s to 40s, so around the $1.50, something like that, and it is showing sign of weakness. So AMC. AMC is an interesting area, guys. Right, the stop will be over VWAP. I'm gonna start small on this 40, 35s, 39s. I'm watching the level 2 to see if I can catch 40, 43, 40s, 41s. Right, 41s, guys, 41s. I have shorted, started 41s, short 40, 41s. AMC with a stop over VWAP, guys, around 70s. Just I'm a bit early on it. There's no confirmation yet, guys. I'm a bit early. I don't mind it going over around 40-60s, and then see if there's a reaction there. Once I see a reaction and confirmation, then I will add to it. That's why it's not my main position. Okay, SGOC is yeah, GOC. All right, so let's have a look. Okay, there we go. VWAP is attacked by AMC. Let's have a look. Seems to be bouncing off, guys. 40, 70s. 72s. Right, guys, I'm gonna get out of this, guys. 40, 80s. See if I can get a better price. 77s. Okay, all right. Let's just wait for a minute. Okay, that might have been the wick. This might have been the wick, guys. I'm just gonna wait up on it. There you go. There. Okay, that's better. Now the stop is clear, guys. Stop area is quite clear. Right about now here, just over the top of that wick. Over the top of that wick, I'm gonna put my hard stop there, and if it does take that out, then I will come out of it fully. But it seems like the bounce is wicking over the VWAP, which is usually the case, and now it's coming back inside it, so that is looking good. 40-60s. 40-60s I'm gonna add as well. 40-60s. Around 40-60s, right at the low of that candle. I've added, guys. And my main stop is still there, guys, for at the break of that high, which is 40.86. 40.86 will be the stop out. And let the setup play itself out, guys. Okay, where is my... Okay, so AMC washed all the way to 40.11s. There was a quick wash, so that is actually a good sign. If that continuation happens, if it breaks 40, we are looking good on that AMC trade. We're waiting on that 40 to break, guys, and it looks really good at the moment. um, AMC just pausing a little bit, guys, here. So expect a little bit of, if it does start to bounce back up, it might take us out easily, because it should not be bouncing off. If this move is actually the genuine move with the momentum, then this shouldn't bounce back up to our stop. If it does, then our trade is a loser for sure, and our thesis is wrong. So as long as it's staying below under VWAP, I'm okay with that. But right about now it's bouncing kind of not in a good way. 40, 72, 75. Come on, AMC. I just don't like what AMC is doing right now, guys. Still, our area 4080s are actually responding, but I think it will get taken out. Have a look at this volume. I feel like it will take us out, but I am gonna stick to this stop here just over 4080s. Now, if it does take me out, that's fine. Usually AMC does that to me. Sometimes it will wick me out and then move. So I feel like today might be the day that it does that. Look at this. Is that real, that wick? So look. Yeah, that's real. Crazy. So there's a massive battle going on, and apparently the buyers are winning. Yeah, that's our stop out. There you go. 40, let me see where I put it. 4083s. Oh, that's good. That's good. We're still in it, guys. It hasn't taken us out yet. Yeah, it's attacked that high, and no, let's see. It's exactly at the highs of that. It hasn't broken that, so we are still in it. It's really choppy, guys. AMC, I just don't. Normally, whenever I take AMC, it should continue straight away. I don't expect too much from it. So, SPY is washing, by the way. There it goes. So that actually might be the high of day today. 448. Don't quote me on that, but 448 might be the one, but if it does break that, then it might go for an arm, but I think that's the high. Come on, AMC, make up your mind. Okay, that's looking good. AMC looking good. We want that continuation. Now this last gasp here might be it, guys, for AMC, as long as it's trending. But I'm a bit worried about this candle as well with that volume. Worried. It's okay. Okay, 4060s, 55s, 63s. Still waiting on AMC, guys. Now let me check my hard stop. Wow. My hard stop is 87s, guys. 87s. Just 2 cents above the high of this this wick here. Just remember, guys, it will be quiet a little bit, the market. It might pick up after half an hour or so. So we've got Mr. Powell speaking, I believe. AMC, I just don't like it. It hasn't done much, but I know that if I exit this early, it's gonna take me out and then go. I really don't want to be in that situation. For that, I'm willing to risk about 50s and 85s, 25 cents average of those two trades. By the way, guys, Neuro is somehow waking up. There was a big gap, but the thing with this gap is it's rejected from 14s and tried to attack that again, and then completely got rejected from there. So I will not look at this as a long trade unless it breaks that 13 and stays above it. Anything below that, I am short biased on it. Any pop, I think, might get shorted on it, especially towards that 13 and VWAP. Okay, the king, draft king. Not very clean for me. There might be something, but I'm not gonna take that, guys. It's not clean. Doo -doo. AMC is gonna take us out, isn't it? For real. There we go. Let's wait for it. We waited this long, guys, on this. Might as well just get taken out. Right. Oh, Neuro, guys. It's doing his thing. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a halt. That's a halt. Yeah, Nero is a halt. Oh, it's not. Okay. Well, huge volume came in. 14 is not gonna hold this. Damn, I was waiting for that 13, but never. That's a halt now. Right? 1364. That's a halt. Yeah. So I kind of like had a feeling that when it started to do this this price section right over here, I kind of had a feeling that it wants to wake up, but was waiting on that bloody 13 to actually hold a little bit. It was extremely like huge strength came in with volume. That 13 was nothing, and even 14. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's probably the speech, isn't it? Yeah, that's what you will get if you're trading something big. It's gonna affect it massively. Uh, so better stay away. I was gonna trade the SPY, but because I know it's gonna be affected by it. You see this here? No matter what, it would have taken you out if you had hard stop. Even if you had long, it would have taken you out. So it's extremely dangerous to take any side. So there must be definitely some good news. Probably just like per usual, you know. Yeah, interesting. All right, AMC. I'll be I'll be a little bit comfortable on AMC if it starts breaking 40. Anything before that, nah, it's still in that chop zone there. Yeah, this curl up, not necessarily, not always. This curl up could be sometimes just a little blip, um, just a little sort of a pop, and then gets shorted. Right over here, there's a curl up as well with actually a good volume, and then got rejected. But the problem with this one was it was a consistency. The volume was consistent. That's what you want to look at. Like if I can show you what I mean. Not really. It's not there, but I don't know, like consistency. So not the best example, to be honest. Not the best example. I just had that feeling. That's all. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's one of those things. Yeah, that's probably it, Jay. Sometimes I really can't explain. You know, sometimes you might have seen me take trades straight away. As soon as I look at the chart, I say, okay, there's a trade there. And those trades are surprisingly and extremely accurate. Like, I just can't find the reason behind what that is. But you see what I mean with AMC, guys? Boom, drops, goes up. Boom. So it's a chop. So today is the typical Friday. By the way, SGOC, guys, if you are in it, just be careful. There's your short there. 10 tens and then the 1030s 20 cents. The problem with that is too close to VWAP, and you're gonna likely to be the VWAP is gonna be a problem if you are shorting it. So that's why I'm not gonna short it. My RR is not there. Tcat, nope. And we've got Neuro open and looks strong. Guys, on Neuro, I almost shorted it here. I was gonna discuss that, but oh, I started to see this curl up and with the volume rise, so I just gave up on it and then look for a different setup. Even if I had, let's say I've shorted or somebody has shorted it here, the importance of stop is huge, guys. If you hadn't had stop anywhere here or even on the break of 13s, you are pretty much stuck. And you know, it's a massive panic coming in because you have shorted it here. So and there it goes, guys. This also was one of those things. You know, there's your VWAP. Um, it might break it, but that becomes a slight problem. Oh, it didn't, so it's weak, guys. It's already decided, and yeah. SPRT, AMC. Might as well get out of AMC, guys. It's been a joke today. Right, 4065. I am gonna get out, guys. AMC 4060. Let me check. 4058s, 4059s, 58s. Okay, 58s. I'm fine. I've got out of AMC, and you know, as soon as I get out, you have a look, guys. Within few minutes, this is gonna drop like 39s. You'll see. Just wait. Just wait, guys. Nah, nah. Hopefully, it doesn't do that. Right, guys. We have like 50 and around so around 8 cents loser on it. Not much. Not much of a position there, anyways. So I can handle that. Do, do, do. AMC is about to. I feel like AMC is going to be a waste of time today. It seems like it wants to. The volume is coming in. It wants to break that high, but 4080s will be the highest to break, or 4085s. If it doesn't break that, then there's nothing there. Hood is not very. Mm, yeah, it's not nice. It's not liquid enough. It's not trading liquid. As you can see, there's a lot of gaps in the prices. You see this? When I start seeing this, I get a bit itchy. When I get itchy, I don't trade that. I know that. You see that? See what I mean? Wicks and gaps in between, so there's just not much interest. So hood, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna leave you alone. And same way with the YY, quite a bit of gaps in between, illiquid. Do you guys see anything else? Cause I don't. The only thing I see right about now is Tcat. And it's that even that is not clear enough, but there could be a short here. The daily looks like a nice little short. Just as you can see over in this one as well, quite a bit of chop. So what I'm seeing right now is that and that. 40s. It's not my A plus setup, no. Let's have a look. 70s. I am looking at SGOC. The only thing I'm worried about is that momentum on daily is quite strong, so but there is a short opportunity here right about now. 670s, 67 what is it, 970, sorry, 970s. But the stop can be a bit tight on it, 985s, but I just feel like this might not be the play. But I might be wrong. Just a bit biased on it, to be honest. I feel like this stock is strong today. Just gonna leave it alone. If you do decide to take it, guys, the stop will be 985s, yeah? I just don't feel good about it. Right here actually is the short with a 985 stop. And then your target could at least be a 9. Yeah, it's looking good for a short, guys. I might be wrong on it. Yeah, this is what I meant. This is what I meant. If you had taken that, you're stopped out now. Don't hold on to it, for sure. So, shall I call this a winner? Yeah, maybe I should call this a winner. Okay, so AMC is decided, so it was worth the wait on these guys. AMC is already decided, and there it goes. It was the worth. I mean, we would have still been in it. I knew I was going to regret this move here. But for me, guys, when I take a trade, it's a momentum-based trade. So if it doesn't do it, that means it's actually going against my setups. So yeah, that decision is okay because it's to do with my setups. I am following them, And I was looking at something else as well that I was thinking of shorting. Oh, Tcat. I call it Tcat, guys, okay? So, yeah, you see this area here, guys? So it breaks it, kinda, not successfully, comes back and rejects from it. VWAP is there as well as, yeah, the trade was there. I just missed it. Things are starting to move now. Things are starting to, usually on Fridays, it could be like this, slightly later down the line it starts to move. There it goes. I bloody Tcat, man. There's my first partial right here. So far we have two trades. One was on Ride. Ride was very small loser. This is about 24 to 37, about less than 15 cents. But I started small on it as well because I was planning to add around on the rejection of the 640s. But I didn't like the price action, so I got out early, which was a good thing. This is like a minus 0.4 hour, something like that. Not even close to 1 hour. And also we have on AMC a very small loser on this. I would say about 5 cents loser or something like that. So that is really tiny loser, guys. But since it's moved and gotten away from this whole chop, on the way to pull back to 40.20s, 40.27s, 30s, there might be a trade on this, guys. Yep. Right, this one looks like one of those that's not gonna bounce. It's gonna start from here. It looks like it. So I might start early, guys. But my original risk would be still above here, guys, 40.40. So start slow. I'm gonna start slow, 40s. 99 is fine. 99 is okay. I've got 39.99, guys. Stop still over that VWAP, break of that VWAP, guys. So you have to start small, right about there somewhere. So what the plan with this is, if it does bounce back to 40.30s, that will be ideal entry if it starts rejecting from it. But it might not. The way it looked like, there it goes. If it does take out that low, then yeah, it might never get back there. Well, at least for today. Okay, so on AMC, if it does go up, to 40-30s and starts rejecting from there, then I will get out of that. Sorry, I will not, I will add actually. What am I saying? If it does start to reject from there, which it is, comes under 40s, under 40s, there might be an add point to this if it does give us a chance. Here we go. 40-30s, 40-35s. Right, okay. Right, I'm waiting on AMC, guys. That volume is not that good. It's rising. Yeah. I'm still in it. Just on the break of that VWAP, I will come out. Really not good. That volume is really not good. It could be getting back into the chop. Still waiting on that. I feel like I wanna add here, but it could be a bit too early because if it does start to reverse, this looks like a reversal. I'm just gonna wait up on it, guys. Okay, let's see if that area gets rejected. 40-50s will get holding nicely. So our stop was in a perfect area, 40-60s. Andrew, you got out here earlier, right? 4019s, 20s, or was it? 4042. 4042 is here. Yes, yeah. The thing with this 4042 is there's not much to lean on for your stop. So when you use a stop, you wanna try na. I use the 40. Okay. Um, Not necessarily. 40 is quite big for me, but I have, depending on the situation and the trade. I did mention on this that I am starting small, and if it does bounce back to 40-30s or even more, I will add on the rejection. So that was the plan for initial, but the stop, I mentioned that it's going to be over 40-60s. The reason why is that I am leaning against some sort of a level there, right? Your stop is just before the level, in fact. So anything that's like a 40, 50, 50 in itself is people look at it, you know. People keep their orders before or after that. And then that rejection of well, over here, the move started from that area itself. So that in itself is a level for me, at least, to rely my stop on. So my original plan basically was according to this stop here, right? What I would have usually done is, if I had gone in full on this, I would have stopped out here. 40-16s, around 15-16 cents. That's when I would really tighten it, when I start to put full on position. In this case, it wasn't the case. I was waiting for the confirmation because it's been chopping around a lot. I didn't want to get back, sort of start with the bigger position. So so far it worked out. If it does take me out, that's not much of a damage for me, honestly. So I'm okay with that. So 40, yeah, I'm out. I'm out, guys. Check 40-62s. Around here. 40-62s. So that worked out. That plan worked out because there was no sort of sign of weakness around that level. So I just got out. If this had gotten some momentum to the downside and then given us something, another re-add entry point, then I would have added here 40-20s, maybe under 40s. But yeah, it didn't give us that. No, it's, you know, everybody trades as long as you can control the risk. The most important thing is the control of the risk. For example, in this case, if I go with, like, let's say 50%, the whole stop out could be minus 1 hour, right? Which I actually did very small, less than 50%. But let's say you did 50%, that's 1 hour for you, for your, let's say, 20 cents or 25 cents stop. But the problem would be if you started going full on this and then expecting this stop out, where your stop should be here, and not respecting that stop. That's when you, in the long run, you're going to pay a lot, right? Sometimes you might have noticed I really tighten the stop. Like, I go with the, like, 10 cents, 5 cents stop even, you know. That's when, you know, I've got the full position on. And if it does take that out, then yeah, I'll respect that stop. There you go. That's why you want to respect that stop. Crazy, huh? Yeah, today, guys, typical Friday. You expect that, and I expected that. That's why I was extremely careful. There could have been a lot of trades that I would have given up on, given a lot on. So I'm happy with today's results. I would say around just over -2 R today. I had 3 trades that were reds, so my plan is to stop after 3 consecutive reds, which I hit today. So just to recap for daily recap videos. What was the first trade? A ride, I believe. Don't I have right here? Here, yeah. So this one was we started really small, 624s, 23s, and I got in a bit. I got out a bit early, -15 cents. So I started small as well. So that's like minus zero .4 R basically. So I got in just around minus 0.4 R. So that is that. So that was the first trade, ride, and then we had AMC. 2 trades on AMC. This one here, uh, first entry 4040s, and then second ad was 4059s with a stop over 4085. So I believe my stop was 4087s around here. I just too much of a weight on this, guys. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. I was just sort of joining the momentum. Really, the momentum died down around here, so I exited somewhere around here, guys, with a around -4 cents. So this is like uh, pretty much break even for me, almost just about minus -0.2 R. Now this trade here, guys, finally decided to break this trend line here with some momentum, and it just faked us out because that never came. That momentum never came. So I got out around here, guys. The plan on this one was I started really small, and if it did come back up to 630s and it started to reject, I was gonna add to it. So because it was small, this is around less than 1 hour. Let's just say for argument's sake, this and that is 1 hour, 1 hour loser. So -1 hour. So I'm like down today, well, minus 1.5 hour, something like that, right? Yeah, let's say minus 1.4 hour for the day. So do that. R. That's it. So minus 1.4 R for the day. That's the result. I'm gonna stop today, guys, because Fridays, if I start to fight their P&L, then I have, obviously I give out more than I gain anything. So that'll be it. I'm happy with it, to be honest, because today I was ready to, honestly, after what we had for the last 2 days, I was looking to give up -3 R easily. But I'm really happy that I didn't. It's only 1.5 R. I'm happy with that. I'm okay. And we will grind it for the next week, guys. As you know, last 2 days have been providing really good hours. Yesterday I think it was about over 7 hours or something like that, 8 hours. And then on Wednesday was a really good day as well. I still have to make some videos on that. By the way, SGOC, I have already shut down my trading platform and everything. I am done for the day. But looking at this, guys, there's a long setup. 1040s is squeezing again. Look at this volume coming in. This is pretty I would say apparent, but I could be wrong. Break of 10 with the volume coming in. Look at this consistency on the volume. So this could be another run, and there it goes. And if it breaks 1070s, then yeah, that's just gonna run. There it goes. There you go. Just when I decided to not trade, there's something like this happens. Obviously, that's gonna happen, right? But yeah. Yeah, no worries, Owen. I wish it could be a bit more action-packed, just like yesterday. But you know, as long as we are controlling our risk and you know, just doing the right thing. Remember, it's not to do with excitement. Now, if you start feeling excitement during trading, something is wrong. It has to be boring. I know you don't like to hear it, but it's gotta be like that, because that's when you are able to control that emotion. That's when you are actually not involved emotionally, but you are involved logically, right? So trying to get to a point where you start trading in a boring manner. It's not nice to say, but that's the reality, guys. Get to that point, and trust me, you will be consistent. I wanna watch this for a while, because there's some I think there's some entertainment in watching this. The one that I missed is this one. I was I was talking about it as well, and I created this trend line, and I was like, if well, I didn't mention it, but I thought if it does break and comes back up, especially this area here, quite clearly my setup is there. The only thing with this one was just this little not really chop, but little range price action. I didn't like that, and if I saw this bar here on the rejection of the VWAP and the EMA, I probably would have taken this. Chances are I would have taken that. And first partial would have been here, probably second partial already out, and let the second one run with a stop over 12s, third one run. So I feel like the only one that I missed was this one. And I also had a winner on Neuro. You might say why? Because of this right here. I was thinking of shorting it. I was almost about to mention it to the stream, but then I started seeing this callback, and okay, I thought there's something wrong with this. Let me leave it, and that would have been actually a loser. So I count that as a winner. I know I'm a bit strange, guys. That's how I work. Sorry. Right, guys. Any questions? Cause it's quiet, man. It's trying to. The only thing that is moving is SGOC. But if you haven't taken anything around here or on the break of that when I mentioned it, then it's too late. Doesn't matter what it does now. If it could go to 20, but I feel like it's too late now. Okay, that's a good one. That is an extremely important aspect of trading. When you are starting to, let's say you have an experience of 6 months live trading or 1 year of live trading, even before that, I will not even recommend mental stops at all. I will not. I will repeat it. If you are anything, if you have experience of live trading, anything under 1 year, do not even think about mental stops, right? Um, for me, let me just explain the process behind it. Okay. Okay. This is perfect example. All right. Bear with me, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it where I'm gonna pretend that I'm shorting this, right? I'm gonna bring it to a point where I'm pretending. Okay, you see right on the right side of the SGOC trade, guys. Let's say I am pretending to short it. I've seen that it's broken that VWAP, coming back up to VWAP, retesting it. Okay. Um, Ideally, if I were to short it in obviously live trade, I would have not shorted it, but just for argument's sake, I'm shorting this 970s. Now I know that it's actually rejected from 988s and 990s. Now instead of keeping it at 990, if I'm full position on it, I will keep it 995s, but that will be a mental stop. Okay, that will be a mental stop. The reason why I say this is I haven't seen the price come back up on it yet for me to decide that is actually the valid area for me to lean back. The only thing I see is around 10, just over 10. So I'll keep my mental stop 990, but my oh shit handle stop, which is the hard stop or manual stop, would be over the break of that 10, right? So if I start getting that 10 break with a really good volume, but let's just keep it simple. My mental stop would be 990 at the moment because I've just taken that trade. Um, so now my mental stop's still here, right? I'm still here, right? I'm waiting and waiting. Now what I want to see right about now is how does it respond to, let's say, VWAP or this area that I am leaning against? How does it respond to? Does it get there or does it not? Or does it create another swing low? Well, if it does create another swing low, great. Perfect. This swing low you can use. Now you can say that, oh, okay, it's actually broken this swing low here above that VWAP, and now if it does break that 990, I'm gonna get out. Now you can start putting your hard stop on it, and then wait on to get taken out, right? In this case, your mental stop either would have been taken out or your hard stop over 10 would have been taken out, right? There you go. That's generally the idea, but I could give you a much clearer example. Which one was it? Today, did we have anything like that? I'm looking at the charts, see if I can find a better option to... Why don't we find a real live trade? Not very excited, but it could be there. Right, okay. 1505s. No. Under 15. Okay. Okay, on this one, let's say it's not the great example, but let's say this is a trade. 15, let's say we take a 1511 trade here, 1511s or 1515s, whatever it is. My mental stop would be over on the break of that EMA, over on the break of that EMA, 1540s break. When I say break, it cannot just wick up and then come back down. Now I wait for it to break above that. Now let's wait for this trade. Let's say we've taken this, just like I do with my trades. Let's say we've taken this. My mental stop is on the break of that. Now sometimes you might give up 3, 4, 5 cents more than your actually if you had put the hard stop here, but the problem with that is hard stop gets taken out very easily, and most of the platforms is visible to your broker or even others. That's one of the reasons why I don't put hard stops. So we can follow this around. Imagine if we had. Hopefully it's gonna do what I expected, what I wanted to do for education purposes. It comes up to 1550s and then comes back down, right here. Okay, so now if it does come up and doesn't close above that EMA, then yeah, my mental stop is still there. What I want is definitely close above EMA, and let me see if I can find another one. I'm looking at the maybe Hood or AMC. Not very clear example. Okay, this might give us an example. Maybe not. Okay, let's have a look at Tcat. Okay, here we go. Right, you see this area here. Let's say my mental stop is over the EMA. Now what I mean by over EMA break is a successful break. Now this bar closed above it. Can you see, Andrew? This bar closed above the 20 EMA, right? Now what I do is I wait for this to close, and if it starts to trade over here somewhere on the break of that is my exit, right? On the break of that is my exit. That's 100% manual exit. I wouldn't let it go anywhere else because I know that this break is successful, at least for now, right? What is not successful is perfect example here. Let's say if you were short here, right? Or here somewhere, and you wanted to keep your stop just over VWAP. Now, if you had kept your stop over VWAP, well, you got taken out, right? You got taken out. But what I normally do is I say to myself, okay, well, what am I leaning my stop against? If I lean my stop against VWAP, I need that room for a wick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to close above VWAP, right? If it starts closing above VWAP, and then the next bar right about here like that, closed above, and then next bar takes out the high of that, then I can come out. Now by doing that, sometimes 1 in 5 or 1 in 8 will be a bigger loser. But that's the price I'm willing to pay for me to not get wicked out of these trades. And these trades constantly wick you out. And you have seen it in the last 2 days, you know, quite a few times yourselves. And yet yesterday, exactly the same thing. We were still in that trade and you got wicked out because you had your hard stop a bit tight, right? If you really wanna go into mental stops, try to not go into it without practicing properly, or actually neuro. Okay, there we go. Live example. Let's see. Live example. On this one, I'm already worried about that volume, by the way, on this bounce, and 15 is already bouncing. So I am already really cautious on this, right? Okay, let's see. All right, I'm out right about here. I'm out. I don't care what it does. You see, um, that is your. Yes, I was my manual stop was here, but my stop original the real stop got hit here. Only about 5 cents difference, 2 3 cents difference sometimes in some cases. But it's uh, it's definitely worth practicing. But please do not practice on real live money if you've put trying to practice on simulator. If you're gonna do this, get yourself really like you have to be okay to take that out. You can't you can't just say this could be a wick. No, it's not already a wick. It's closed above it. It's not a wick. So as soon as get this closes, get ready to come out. Right? That's your. That's how I actually mental stop or use the mental stop. And okay, I will add that hard stop when, let's say for example, this was a wick. Okay, I'm already in somewhere here. We were here, and then this was a wick and comes back in and starts breaking the 15s. Now that level breaks. That's telling me that that rejection is very valid for me to put my hard stop now. I hope it makes sense to you guys. What I mean is, after this rejection of your level, it's okay to put your hard stop there, because if it does come back there, the trade is not valid anyways, right? So that is the whole point. Um, is to The mental stop is just there to make you stay in the trade and let you avoid that initial whipsaw that happens usually after you take a trade. Position size. Okay, so position sizing is about I give at least, when I position myself, when I have a mental stop, it's usually slightly more the original stop. If I do get stopped out, it's like on average I might give out 3 to 5 cents, or maybe even less than that. I'll have to check that. Actually, that's a good idea. I need to check that. But what I've found is, um, if I leave, let's say this is my mental stop here, 1540, then I'll say, okay, well, 1540, then my stop is around 1550 or 1545. That's how I will go into the position management of that trade. I will leave that filter of 5 cents or so, depending on the stock. So, but here's the deal. Here's another change in the perspective. Let me show you something. AMC. Okay. Now AMC, remember guys, on this one, remember this one, this trade here, first entry, second entry. Now, where was our stop? Where was our mental stop even? Right here, right? Now, this is actually, I should have given you this example because we actually did this. You see, original stop on this one, because we don't know what happened there. In fact, I'm going to move it here. When we took a trade, I was mentioning, if it does, I'm going to wait up on the break of the VWAP and then see what happens. If it starts trading above the VWAP, I will come out. Now, I didn't come out on this because I had really small size on it. I had some room on it. I wanted to give, my original plan was to give it some room, because AMC usually does that. So the first break of that VWAP was quick, and then I waited on this bar. I was almost about to come out of this, but what happens is this one went straight down after it did that. So it actually was too quick for me to. But if it wasn't, if it was hanging around on the top of this this close, then I definitely would have gotten out, right? Now we didn't get out. What happened then is this, and then now this is telling me, okay, that VWAP area and this area now is a solid area for me to lean back on. First instant I didn't have that. This was just the first reaction, that was my entry, but the stop, but the level being solid isn't confirmed yet. Now is confirmed, right? Now it's rejected off of that quite heavily, so now I can lean back on this. Then you decide that, oh, okay, my mental stop is gonna change back to hard stop now over this 40.87, 2 cents above, usually 2 cents above. And then this is exactly what I did, 2 cents above that. I kept my hard stop, I did mention that as well, and I kept it until I was gonna get taken out, because I knew that this level was rejected and it respected earlier. So that's what I was leaning on. And then it just chopped around, chopped around, chopped around. Now remember, I think I got out here, right? Or maybe here. I'm not too sure. It was almost somewhere around here, because I just didn't feel like I should be here on this trade. Where was our stop? Our stop was here. Original plan, right? My stop was here, but my manual exit was here. So instead of losing 25-30 cents, I actually lost 5 cents. In the long run, your mental stop, that slippage that you give out on mental stop compared to your hard stop, will average out properly. In fact, if you do it the right way, you might save, I don't know how to say it. It will average out. It will be pretty much same, because if I had kept it here, yes, in this case it would have worked. But in most cases, if I start to see a price action reversal or things like that, I will get out early, and that would have saved me quite a lot of tensions. Almost every single day I take these kind of trades, and it's there is an example of it probably today as well, but I doubt it. But yeah, every day there is trades like that that saves me more than sticking to the hard stop. So that mental stop and hard stop difference actually averages out to about 0. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, that's what I think. So every single time, if you guys decide to take a trade, always try and ask yourself, just don't look at the trade and say, well, I'm not going to take this trade, and then decide what's going to happen with the stop, because after that it's too late. After that, it's too emotional for you to put the stop. In fact, any mental stop wouldn't be respected, because if you had too much of a position, or even too less of a position, is going to be a problem for you to get out. So every time before I go into a trade, I look at it. Okay, in my head I'm calculating it quite fast, and I'm asking, well, obviously we saw the chop here. This could bring in some more chop. It's still early for me to enter, so I'm gonna leave some room on this. So I'm already deciding that I'm gonna go in with small positions, right? Because I know that I can lean back to the close of the VWAP as my stop. So I've already decided that, well, the close of the VWAP could be something like that, right? Now my positioning is according to this, and not just this. It's not just that. I am planning to add as well. Remember, I am planning to add as well. So I'm catering that add mentally calculating the add as well, so averaging out 1 hour if I did add. Now, so that was a perfect area to put a stop, and then just if you do get taken out, then it's only 1 hour, worst case scenario. Now look over here is also a good example, Andrew. Forget about this. On this trade, our mental stop was here, right on the break of VWAP. On the break of VWAP, that's our mental stop. Now that that mental stop actually got respected, that area, that level, 4050s, 4060s, and VWAP got respected at least for a while. What do I do now? Well, I say to myself, well, this is something that I can lean against my hard stop. That's definitely what I did actually on this. Hard stop length, and I got out 40, 60 somethings. On this one, I barely lost anything. This way, I'm at least if I'm gonna get out of the, if I'm gonna be kicked out of the game, I am gonna basically have a fighting chance. And then when it's clear to me that it wants to basically take my level out, then I have to be out, right? So in most cases, I will start with a mental stop, because at that point, forget about this price action, but at this point, I don't know whether that level is going to get rejected. It might be a reversal, so I might be out here on a manual stop somewhere here. But if by any chance my level is gonna be respected, then I'll wait for that level to show me a sign that it's respected. Then I can put my hard stop on top of that level. Right? AMC's yesterday's short. I'll give you an example on that. AMC's short. Where was it, guys? I believe it was here. Remember that one you took? I think you got taken out 43.55, right to the highs. Okay. Now, I think I had the hard stop on this, but I'm not sure. Let's say I might have had the mental stop. But let's say I have. We traded this here. I'm not too sure about the entry, but let's say for argument's sake we were here. And I was mentioning, guys, on the break of the VWAP and the EMA, I am gonna exit this. That's the plan. Now on the break, this is not a break. This is not a break for me. Technically it's a break, technically, but for me to say that that's a proper break or successful break, it's not. So I wait for this to break and close above it, nothing closed above. Even these, yes, it might have closed above the EMA, but it's not as clear to me. So I wouldn't consider those. That's a close above, right? That's a close above. Now that I can consider, but no, not these. So what I did was, okay, I'm waiting, watching it like a hawk, and saying to myself, okay, as soon as it closes above those levels that I'm talking about, it could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Now, I am gonna make sure I'm gonna exit on the second bar, and sometimes it could be the third or fourth bar, but I want to see what it does on the close. And you might have heard me say, oh, so many times, I want to see, guys, I want to see if it does break, how it breaks, and how it trades after the break. And this broke and then came back in. That's actually giving me a much more this is actually a much more confirmation area. In fact, if you have a level and it's rejected off of it, then that's actually your add point, but that's different story. So now once it got rejected here, then it's telling me, well, my level, this area level is quite strong. Let me lean my hard stop against that. That's exactly what I did. Because now the logic behind it is this wash should not have a retracement of over that high. If it does, that's a reversal. That's completely against our trade, which means, well, I'm okay to give, I'm okay to be wrong, right? And I started to do that, and once it started to do that, you can trail your stop, hard stop on the swing highs. So swing highs, right? That's exactly, actually, I remember this exactly what we did. I might have trailed it by the 200 EMA, but I'm not too sure. But I think I did this. So now, once this popped back up, I think, did I actually stay in there? I might have, or I might not have. I actually, I don't remember. I might have stayed in it. I have to check. I remember we stayed quite a long time on this. Might not have actually. I might have taken everything off here somewhere. Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I did. So this trailing stop, last trailing stop was here, and if I'm not mistaken, maybe here, and then I took it off somewhere here. So that's the whole idea for a trailing stop after it started working for you. Hope that's clear enough for you guys. Yeah, um, guys, Tcat was a good trade if we had taken it here, but I'll give you example of a trailing stop on a Tcat. Um, let's say that was our hard stop, right? Now again, same thing. I mentioned that break of VWAP didn't break, never broke. So our stop is still mental there. And once it starts to wash here, that's definitely a hard stop now. That's 100% a hard stop. You can't have that mental stop after this wash. Because what happens is, if you have that mental stop and this washes and then comes back up, you're going to think the same way this is going to hold. No, it should not come back after this wash. That's the whole idea, right? So it didn't come back, it carried on and popped above EMA. We might have gotten two partials on it and we're trailing stop this whole thing. Now, once it starts to break this low here, right about here, once this wash happened, that's only then you can bring it to the swing high. Because I've seen a lot of times you will bring it, let's say, over here. You see over here, this you could, first of all, that's a really small swing high. I wouldn't even consider that. But even if it was, it hasn't really broken the low. So it's not actually a successful swing high. This is a successful swing high because of that, right? So we're looking at a move like this, and then like that, and then like that. So the area, this low, got taken out by this wash, right? Now that wash happened, my swing high is actually valid. This area is valid. Now I can put that here. Now over here you've seen this as well. Same thing is happening here right about now. Broke that. My swing high is completely valid. This swing high is completely valid for a trailing stop, right? If this breaks, now if I feel like it's overextended a little bit, but it might break. If it does, then that swing high is valid. Does that make sense? Okay, let me ask you this, guys, if you have been paying attention. Is this trailing stop valid now, right about now? 100%. 100% is not valid. Well, it depends. The way I look at, the way my system works, the way I manage my risk, that's not 100% valid. This is because it hasn't taken out the low yet, right? Once this get taken out, this washes under it and start trading under, not a wick, start trading under it like these. Look, washed and start trading under, washed, start trading under. That's only then I can bring it up over 1145s. That's how that's part of the risk management or trade management I use. Right, guys. Any other questions? Okay, seems like everybody's quiet, so that will be it for me, guys. Minus 1.4 R, minus 1.5 R for the day, around that, which is completely fine. I'm happy with that. Fridays are usually like that, and that is it. I was gonna mention that yesterday, I think Server or Silver Surfer, whatever. I think our new member, is he here? No. He requested the TOS chart and my workspace. So I have made that video. I need to just adjust a few things here and there, but it should be ready. If anybody who's using TOS and they want to get the similar sort of look, then that might be the video for you. I did go into detail of the charts, how to use the settings and things like that. So it's a bit of a long video, but if you're really beginning with the TOS, it's gonna help a lot, I think. So do stay tuned for that. It should be posted hopefully by the weekend, by the end of weekend, hopefully. That's the news. Anyways, guys, take it easy, have a good one, stay safe out there, nice trading, guys. Hopefully you controlled your risk on Fridays, and I will see you on Monday 9, actually guys, 8:45 if you can make it early. Monday 8:45 we're gonna go through the pre-market routine and create our watch list together. Alright, guys, take it easy, stay safe, cheers, ciao.